watching tonight in San Diego. We really want to thank our live audience here at the Jeffrey Theater downtown. Thank you guys so much for coming out to see the show. We're going to give away a couple tickets to some of the live studio audience members. We have 2 tickets to see Tainted Love at the Music Box on August 20th. And if you want to win tickets like this, win prizes, then just check us out on tonightinsandiego.com and get your tickets there. And also, go to Instagram and Twitter and social media and hashtag us Tonight in San Diego. Our next guest, ladies and gentlemen, is a TV personality. You've seen her on Keeping Tabs with Tabitha Lipkin on Fox Sports. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Tabitha Lipkin. Welcome to the show. I see you met the Culture Brewing guys backstage.
Oh,
that's
we're
nice.
well acquainted.
Oh, that's great. It's a good green room up there. Mm-hmm. So, Tabitha, this is cool to have a real TV personality. You have worked with both Conan O'Brien and Stephen Colbert in the past, and now me.
True.
So what was that experience like working with those guys?
It's humbling. It's so humbling to work with people like that. Man, I went to Conan first, actually. I ended up graduating a semester early to go to Conan out in LA. I worked that, and then I came back, and then I decided I would go to New York, see which city I liked better, and I went and I worked for Conan. I have a pretty funny story about Colbert, though.
About Stephen Colbert?
I do.
Oh, I want to hear it.
So they're very kind to their interns, right? So you get one day where you can shadow anyone, absolutely anyone, and I picked this guy, Otis, who is now their head writer. Okay. And I was like, I want to shadow Otis. He's great. He's very funny. That's planned, let's say, 3-4 weeks in advance, right? So that time comes around, and I had this nasty, nasty flu that all the interns had. Why we all had the flu, I don't know. Probably because, close quarters, you get that Stockholm syndrome, and you end up getting it from everyone. But I remember we're sitting there, and we're getting ready to actually go into Stephen's office, and we've already gone through the entire day. We've done a bunch of jokes, and I'm so doped up on meds, I fall asleep. I close my eyes, and I remember only waking up and them saying, Tabitha. And I looked up, I was like, oh, yeah, I'm ready to go.
And Stephen Colbert is waking you up, or?
No, it's their executive producer to go into Stephen's office, thank goodness. Yeah. And then I just remember being like, oh man, thank God I'll have that to talk about later on a talk show.
At least they can't fire the interns though, right?
They can't fire the interns.
We've tried.
You can't fire or
Doesn't work.
No.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite? Like, can you pick a favorite between Colbert and Conan?
They're kind of like my breast. I can't really pick one that I like more than the other. I like them both equally when it comes down to it.
I picked lefty. I go lefty always.
You gotta give the righty a little bit of love.
I'm sorry, righty, but lefty all the way. So you can't pick between your boobs. I got it.
You get that.
I get that. So moving on. You got to start in television, and you've done a lot of Fox Sports stuff, but you've had a lot of other cool jobs. I mean, I was reading about you. Not only were you a real estate agent, but you were a jetpack instructor.
I was a jetpack instructor. For 2 years.
Wow, is that one of those water jetpacks that shoots you up?
It is. So it's actually out of Mission Bay. I worked there. It was my first job in San Diego. I couldn't get a TV job, so I came to San Diego, applied for the job. They brought me on, and it was the best. It was one of the best jobs I ever had. I mean, I made dirt, but just go to work, no shoes.
Yeah, it's gotta be so fun.
Yeah, teaching people how to fly.
I can't expect you to be like, yeah, I'm a jetpack instructor, it sucks. Whatever, gotta fly again. Yeah. That's fantastic. Yeah. And you were a jetpack instructor, you set up frat parties for Playboy? What was that about? Like, how did you get all these weird...
I did set up frat parties for Playboy, I did. I was very popular, I'll tell you that. The frat boys loved me.
When you said it's for Playboy, they were like, cool, sign me up.
Yep, let's go.
Let's see lefty and righty.
And so I did.
That wasn't on this card.
That wasn't on the card.
No.
What else is on that card?
What else is on this card is just mostly questions about lefty and righty.
Lefty and righty. You haven't told me which you like better.
I like lefty. I'm all
You're
lefty.
all lefty.
I'm not
On
judging.
yourself.
On my own lefty, yes.
But for me,
Joanna, you wanna ring on? You wanna speak to this? My face is turning like her dress color right now, so I don't know if I can do this. But let me ask you this. So all these different things. You're also, you're working on a magazine, your family sporting magazine. What is that about?
So I come from a family of sailors who like to sail. It's called Cruising Outpost is the magazine. And it was birthed out of another magazine we had for over 20 years called Latitudes and Attitudes. And Cruising Outpost is about like the cruising lifestyle for people who like to be on their sailboats and travel the world. And so right now I manage all of their social media, and then of course I do articles because I do a bit of traveling myself.
That's cool. Now, did you get into that through the scuba thing? Was that connected? I don't know if this is, she has so many credits. This is one, she was crowned Miss Scuba International 2014.
That's true, it was.
Now, my question is it a crown or do they just put a snorkel on you? And is that coronation underwater? How does that work? Okay.
A little bit of both. So I was Miss Scuba International 2014. It was a complete honor, but fun fact, when I went to get my dive master, which is kind of like your certification for being a true underwater leader, what you have to do is you have to do the snorkel test. Have you ever heard of a snorkel test?
No.
All right, a snorkel test is where they black out, they put a mask on you and they black it out, and then they put a snorkel, and attached to that snorkel is a funnel.
Okay.
And what happens with that funnel is they pour in anything they want, and you have to chug it. And that's how you truly become a dive master.
Okay, it turns out I have done the snorkel test.
I bet you have.
But the way I do it is I do the snorkel test first, then I black it out.
Then you black out the mask.
It's just the way we do
man.
it on Tonight in San Diego.
Good man.
You're sponsored by a bunch of companies for that, like Body Glove, some big companies.
Body Glove.
So you're still working in the scuba
GoPro.
world.
Yeah. I just got back from a trip from Canada. I went doing some cold water diving out on this island called Hornby Island. Tried out a bunch of new Aqualung products, and
I don't know how you have time to do all this and Fox Sports at the same time. It's like it's pretty amazing, really, right? It's a lot of multitasking.
It's no sleep. There's a lot of no sleep, and then there's like one day of just 24 hours of catching up on all the sleep I've missed.
Let me ask you this. I mean, this is sort of my own personal, and I know it's like going back in the questions, but you worked with Colbert and Conan, and now you've been on this show. What can we do to get this show,
Going.
you know, on like a channel that's on American TV?
Where is...
How do we do that?
Where is Be Funny on your list?
Be funny?
Yeah.
That's the advice my mother gives me
Your
right
mother
before
gives
every
you.
show. That's right at the top of the list, yeah.
I think you're doing a fantastic job, to be
Oh.
completely honest. I think this is fantastic. Very, very, very proud. Yeah. You should be immensely proud.
I
This is
appreciate that.
an incredible operation, and I'm
My mother would be so
honored.
happy to hear you say
You want me to
that.
say something to your mom?
Could you tell my mom that
What's
I'm
your
doing
mom's name?
My mom's Ellen.
Ellen, Miss Ellen, your son Jesse is just absolutely fantastic. He is funny, he is handsome, he is charismatic. He gave me beer. I'm sitting here. Life is good for him. You're welcome.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome for that.
Thank you. It sounds like I might actually be coming home for Christmas this year. So thank you. I appreciate
You might get an
that.
invite
That's fantastic. One last question I had for you. I was reading among your many talents that one of your talents is being able to smile and frown simultaneously.
That's true.
Can you show us how you do that?
This is like my icebreaker when I don't know people and I'm like, all right, like let's be friends. How
Okay.
do I do this? All right, are you ready?
Yeah.
Is everyone ready? All right. Okay, so here we go. Don't. I hear the giggle. You're ruining it. Okay.
That's the weirdest part when you do the two-face thing.
That's right.
Oh, that's creepy.
If that doesn't get me dates, I do not know what will.
That will.
I don't
Yeah,
know
look,
what will.
Joanna, can you do it
Joanna?
too?
There you go.
I think I got arthritis in my cheek or something. Can you do it?
I think I'm just gonna. Honestly, I think personally, I'm just gonna have to. I'm just going to have to rely on my own lefty and righty to get dates because I can't do that here. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for
Tabitha
having
Lipkin, everybody.
me.
Let's hear it from her. We will be right back with the broken stems, everybody. Stick around. Be right back. Thank you so much.
Seriously, thank you for having me.